The following program is four guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The content expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the beliefs or opinions of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you are offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Now, it's time for the show.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention? The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see it.
What? Oh,
you gotta give him that hop and spit on that thing.
Let me give you some trash talk, okay?
Hey there, friends. It's Sunday, April 13th. Whoa, I just went Irish there. April 13th. April 13th, 2025, and we are live on YouTube. This is the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Lots to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Masters, hurricane season, the safest city in Florida, and there's a conspiracy with Mountain Dew. Wow, let's see what that's about. All right, guys, we broadcast live every Sunday, and you can be part of the show. All you got to do is chat with us on YouTube. Your chats will go roll into the studio in real time, and we will chat with you back. No problem. We will hang out with you. Guess what? If you can't watch the show live, you can watch the show whenever you want. All you got to do is search for the FLA Trash Talkers on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get this show started. What's going on, Wally?
Oh shit! Good morning. How's everybody doing? Yeah. So I'm just waking up, man. Had a great night last night, but still a little hungover. Trying to get through it. So it should be a good show.
It sounds like it. All right, what's going on, Keith?
Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in one more time. Looking forward to a drunk Wally show.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah. And we got David. What's going on, David?
Good morning, guys. I hope everybody's doing all right. Let's get this motherfucker rolling.
Let's do it. Let's get this show started. I got a pork butt on the smoker. We're gonna smoke that thing for 8 hours. I'm gonna smoke it for 8 hours, man. So I got a question for you guys. Do you guys prefer the pellet smoker, or do you prefer the wood fire smoker? What is your preference? So I have a Traeger wood pellet smoker,
big baller, yeah, Traeger.
Yeah, man, that thing is a set it and forget it thing, and the food comes out amazing. What about you guys? What do you guys prefer?
I think you hit it there. I've got a Pit Boss pellet smoker. Now that I'm older, I definitely prefer the set it, forget it, and not have to maintain. Hey, that's fine. I will wear that title. Like
you're that's not really smoking, man. That's not smoking meat, man. You got to get out there. You got to be out there trying to, make sure the flame is okay, man. Make sure everything's going all right, man. Check it all the time. Y'all just set in and forget it. What challenge is that?
That's the beauty of it.
What's the challenge is that?
I said it. The flame was right because I said it, and I'm like, cool. I know this thing's gonna be
phenomenal. I don't have to go out there every 5 minutes and check the flame. But
that's not smoking meat, man. Get the fuck out of here. No, you got to go out there. You got to be adjusting the flame. You got to be out there working it, man. You got to be working the fire, working the smoke, man. You just
like to put extra work on yourself, man. That's what you like to do.
Well, that's smoking meat. That's what you do.
We smoke meat. You put meat on your grill.
No,
yeah, that's what
I have a smoker.
Yeah.
I got the standing square box charboil smoker that I have to go out there and I got to adjust the flame depending on what the temperature is on the outside. What's going on, man. I got to constantly keep checking it. Well, I that's what I like to do.
See, I don't want to do that. Go ahead, Keith. I'm sorry about that.
To Wally's defense, I've had some of his smoked brisket before. It was pretty fucking good. But Wally, I'm sorry you had to put so much work in. I'm an amateur. I'm an amateur smoker. I want to get into the smoking game. Yeah. We're gonna go that way. I'm an amateur smoker. I'm new to this smoking game. I'm going to get into it in the next month or so. But listening to what you guys are saying, you sold me on the forget it, the pellet, forget it.
That's the way to
Set
go.
it, fucking forget it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the way to go. See,
we all aren't real smokers, man.
So Keith, with my pit boss, it's even a little more dummy proof, man. It's got recipes. You can go, all right, I want to do these ribs.
Well, you got a fancy one where you can just do it Bluetooth from your phone. So I still got to go outside and I still got to check on it, right?
No, whatever I'm going to get Bluetooth on my phone too.
See,
I'm smoking
because you're an amateur. That's because you're an amateur. So amateurs just set it and forget it. So real smokers go out there and have to adjust the fire and the flame and really work the meat.
I'm not trying to get rich on this.
All right, look, I want to tell you something. You work your meat all you want to, Jay.
I try to every day. I try to.
I know you do. I know you do. But let me say this. Let me say this. See, if you have to work a smoker, which is what I've learned, right? When you have an offset smoker, you have to be out there all day. So and by the time the food is done, I'm drunk because I've been out there drinking and then the food it could be dry, overcooked. I don't know because I forget about it, right? This way I set it on a timer, 250 degrees, click, 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 set it and forget it. Look, I got the Boston pork butt on the damn smoker right now. And you know what it's doing? It's smoking while I am here hanging out with you guys.
So what's that? Like a 2-pound butt at 8 hours?
I got a 10 pound pork butt.
10 pounds?
Jay likes
10 pounds.
He cannot lie.
That's going to be more than 8 hours. I can tell you that much.
No, because
here's
the good thing about the offset of the Traeger smoker, right? If I start seeing, it's going to take a little bit longer, I just click it up a notch to the next temperature up, and then guess what? It's done in 8 hours.
Yeah, so it doesn't come out as good as it would if you slow cooked it. See, you're trying to rush things, man.
You say 8 hours is fast cook?
Well, for a 10-pound butt, yeah, I would say a 10-pound butt takes at least 12 hours to smoke.
I can get it done in 8.
Yours
I can get an 8.
Shit. Yeah, okay. Well,
no, I don't think so.
Are you the guy? Okay? So what do you do after the 8 hours? Do you just take it out, put it on the table, and serve it? You shred it. You put some mojo in there. It's gonna be the Cuban style pork, right?
You gotta let it sit, man. You gotta let it sit.
Yeah, you gotta let it sit for like half an hour, and then you shred it. Put some mojo, mix it in there, and then you put some nice marinated onions right on top and some cilantro.
So I'm gonna give you a little secret, man. So check the temperature at 180. When the internal temperature gets at 180, then you want to wrap it. You want to wrap it in tin foil.
I'm going to wrap it. Yep.
And then
what I'm going to do. So what I've done, I've separated the skin off the pork, right? And then I've salted the skin overnight. I know everybody's making faces, but bear with me, all right? Then this morning I took the salt off, okay, and then at about 180, that'll be about 4 to 6 hours in. I'm going to wrap the entire pork in foil, but leave the skin out. Now, what that's going to do, that's going to crisp up the skin, and that's what we call in Miami, Keith, is chicharrones.
Yep, I was going to say it.
That's how you make a proper chicharron, which is those crunchy.
That's pork belly.
Skin.
That's what you do with pork belly, not the fat on the damn.
You don't know anything about Miami cooking.
You need the fat on the butt in order to get the juices down.
I do like fat on my butt.
Me too.
Getting turned on.
Trust me.
Dave doesn't know. What are we talking about here?
Hey,
take my pants off for the rest of this conversation.
Trust me, I like big booties, but
I cannot lie.
But you can't.
Only I can play that song without getting kicked off.
You can't.
If I could play that song, I would play it right now.
You can't take the fat off the butt, man. Like that.
No. Wait. I don't take it off and just leave it flat over or off to the side. I take it off and then I put it back on top. So it's right here still connected, and I put it back on top so the fat renders into the pork. Okay. Now, what I do is when I wrap it, I take the skin off like this. I wrap the pork and I put the skin back down, and that's how you get crispy skin for a chicharron.
Dog, so when you wrap it, if you have the fat still attached to it, that fat renders down even more because it's now it's basically being steamed and being
Yeah,
heated.
I'm not arguing
And
that
then-
point, but that's a barbecue. That's a barbecue pork. I'm going for the old fashioned Cubano pork.
Whatever.
I want that chicharron.
I don't want to hear about it.
Listen, Wally, when it's July and you're out there fucking trying to get the flame right and all that, and I mean,
225.
yeah, I mean, good luck in July because I'm gonna be like sitting in the
good
AC
luck with
like,
that.
oh, I see that smoke rolling. It looks amazing.
No, I'm born and raised in Florida, dog. I love this. I love the heat, man. You'll see I'll look like Keith in the middle of the summer when we're doing the show.
Well, I'm born and raised in Florida too.
And I know you don't like this.
Fuck this heat.
I love the heat.
Keith, on behalf of Jay and myself, I'd like to welcome you to the Pellet Grill
Yeah.
family.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm glad
gonna
that you're
humble
part of this
myself.
show here.
And I'm gonna call you guys when I get started. Fuck Wally, because he's trying to be out there all day.
You goddamn right. That's
So
Listen. If I'm gonna do a brisket, that's averagely an 18-hour cook. All right,
brisket,
So-
yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't want to be standing out there for 18 hours trying to manage the fire. I can put it on at midnight right before I go to bed. Let it cook overnight, low and slow. I can go to sleep.
Pussies.
All right,
That's all,
wake
hey.
up, and the damn thing is ready to go for dinner.
Amateurs.
I'm
Amateurs.
gonna buy me one so I'm ready, and I have fucked up enough food before football season. So the very first home game, I plan on being there. So I don't know if the Dolphins play away or home when the season starts, but the first game
You can't
I
bring
watch
your
it-
Traeger to the Dolphin game. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You just can't haul that thing right in the middle of the goddamn parking lot.
Keith, you gonna go Traeger or Pit Boss?
I went Traeger. Dave, you went Pit Boss, if I remember correctly.
Who has the Bluetooth technology?
I do.
They
Well,
both
I
do.
don't
They
know if
both do.
Traeger does.
Okay.
They both do. They both do. I just didn't booze out like Wally
Because
David.
I want to put one on about, like you say, 8-9 o'clock that night, a brisket, and wake up about 6 in the morning. It's damn near ready. Kickoff. I am making sandwiches.
Yeah, see, y'all. I got the old school box smoker where you actually have to do work. I'm sorry.
Now, Wally, I'm not gonna lie. Your brisket that I had that you made on that bitch was damn good, but I'm not.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was good, but you know what? No. I'm at that age now where I'm just like, no. I'm gonna make my life easier. I'm gonna make my life easier is what I'm gonna do.
That's like saying you got a choice between an iPhone and a flip Nokia. I'm gonna take this flip Nokia and try to text everybody that I want to on this motherfucker.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what Wally does. He has a Nokia. He has a Nokia. We have the iPhone.
Yeah, I don't have the money y'all have, so I have to go with the old school box. The old
You
the old school
probably. I'm
box.
going to be honest. You
smoker.
probably paid more for your box smoker, your offset smoker, than the Traeger. Traeger wasn't that expensive. It was only $1,000.
I saw a nice one in Sam's.
Only $1,000. Oh yeah, I go to Disney
$600.
I go to Disney for lunch, motherfucker. My box smokers was $250. Okay, so fuck you and your Traeger.
I saw one for $600 in Sam's. It's not none of them brands you said, but you guys said, but it's a Sam's.
It was the marketplace or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think it's a Sam's brand. It was like $600. It was huge too.
Yep. I got the Pit Boss. So I had a problem with the Pit Boss 850. I think it was whoever built it and assembled it because I got friends that had the 850 that have never had a problem. I upgraded to the Pit Boss 1150 or 1160. I forget what the model is. Well, listen, it was only $100 more because I bought it about a year ago, like Memorial Day weekend. Oh, fuck you.
Look at you.
On sale it was like $1,100. And I will never fucking go back.
What's the name brand? Trek. Here you go. $600. And y'all can see that? $600 at Sam's.
That's a Traeger?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'll stick with my 250 and I'll work the flame and do what I need to do to get the meat right. And y'all just.
Yep, that's how I look. That's how I look. That's when you set it up right there.
I'll be chilling in the pool while you're fixing that fucking flame.
I'm gonna get that one right now. $600.
I'll be doing the same thing.
I got the pool right next to the smoker. I'll be in and out, but I'll be checking.
You'll be in and out. You'll have a couple vodkas. You'll be floating around in the pool, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, "What am I doing?
No,
what am I doing? I got something going on."
No,
and then the damn thing's gonna either catch on fire.
No.
Hey, Keith, that Traeger. I mean, I've heard good things about Traeger. That's a good brand. But all I'm hearing from this whole conversation to start the show with all the shit talking is a FLA Trash Talkers cook-off coming up pretty soon.
Let's do it.
Hey,
let's do it.
Good to me.
Let's do it. And
let's do it. And guess what? I'm going to tell you right now, if you go with a Traeger or a Pit Boss, this is not the song I was looking for. Damn it.
God damn it.
Good job.
If I was looking for an old school country blues song since we're talking about smoking, but this is not what I was looking for. But anyway, I'm gonna let it roll.
Pretty good.
What I'm gonna say is you will be in the running if you get yourself a Traeger, okay? Compared to Wally. We you know what we're gonna be doing? While Wally's sweating over there by the offset smoker, we're gonna be smoking our cigars, sitting in our chair with our drinks in our hand, watching him work and run around like a crazy person while we're just enjoying
That
life.
looks fucking miserable.
And you know what's gonna happen? Our food's gonna come out just as good, if not better.
No, it won't come out better. I can tell you that much.
And last Sunday,
I guarantee that.
Last Sunday after the show, I grilled some burgers and hot dogs for my family. When I say my family, just me, my wife, and my son. You know, grill prep, and total maybe an hour and a half total, right? But because hot dogs and hamburgers is, and I did some fancy shit too. I char grilled some oysters.
I've never done oysters on the grill. I've heard that's really good.
It's really, I don't eat them. My wife ate them. You know, we Publix had them like $1 oyster. Publix had them $1 oyster, but the lady just threw in like extra 6. So we got like a dozen for $6 at Publix. And you shuck them. You take the oyster out the shell, and you season it up. I mean, it's a recipe my wife gave me online, and we put some crab meat in it with it. We put some crab.
Ready, Keith?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it real quick. Get Pit Boss.
Raise it up a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought you kept. The
yours comes with recipes and everything like that. So you press the button for chicken, and then it sets the temperature for chicken.
So as soon as I power it and I go, okay, I want to use this recipe, I can save it on the grill, send it to the grill, and go, okay, you want to do, what does this one say? Spicy pulled chicken sandwiches, and it fires it up to whatever temperature it is. Whatever fucking temperature it is, Wally.
That's right. You don't have to sit there and fight the damn fire all day long and sweat and work so hard.
Put a little probe in it, and then it just set it, and then it goes right to the temperature, and it tells you exactly what's
wrong with that. What's wrong with that? I don't understand why you have such a problem.
Man, that's
the reason why you're angry, Wally.
God damn! I just thought what I'm going to do on this yellowfin tuna steaks.
Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Wally, you have to join the pellet smoker world. You have to. Now, so we're gonna get this out of the way, gentlemen. I know that Keith and Dave, they want to nerd the hell out with Peter Parker and the Daredevil. So let's get this out of the way, and I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to talk about this. Go.
Let's get
your timer started. You got 5 fucking minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
They've been trying to talk about this for 2.5 weeks.
Listen, it wasn't a lot of action this last episode.
It wasn't, but it set some shit up beautifully.
Was very methodical, though.
Yes.
Very methodical. And I'm just going to tell you, my dick got hard when I saw Kingpin come out in the white suit.
That whole the black and white tie thing, and
oh my God, I was like, oh shit, he's about to kick some ass.
And then, spoiler alert, when Daredevil took the shot for him, took the round, I was like, oh, that freaked out Bullseye, man.
But you know what that did? But okay. I'm glad you said that. I think I flunked the nerd class one day. I didn't realize until maybe 10 minutes in to last week's episode that was fucking Bullseye from because that's the one who killed Froggy.
Kill Foggy. Yep.
I didn't realize that was Bullseye the whole fucking time until I watched it yesterday.
Okay. Yep.
I looked at my wife. I said, "Oh shit, that's Bullseye."
Yep, because that was episode 1. He threw him off the roof. As soon as he heard Foggy's heart stop, he fucking threw him off the roof.
I didn't realize it was Bullseye till I don't know what that shit he had in his mouth, and he blinded the CO with it.
So when Daredevil Matt Murdock slammed his face on the desk in the thing, he knocked his tooth loose.
Oh, so that was a tooth.
That was his tooth.
Okay.
You guys are a bunch of nerds.
Dude. But listen, I've never had a boner with another man before, but it's happening.
Okay, I did some research.
Jesus Christ.
So I've never heard of the White Tiger before until this.
I did not either.
So I did some White Tiger research. And I did the White Tiger research on episode 1. Because that's when they introduced him, right?
Yep.
And I kind of knew he was going to get killed. Because have you did any White Tiger research?
About the actor or?
No, just the character.
No, I haven't.
It's now portrayed by a female.
Okay.
So I kind of knew.
Why does it have to be a female? Why can't it be the original person that played it? Why do we got to change everything?
Because say it. Go take it.
So
Take it.
The original actor in real life has passed away.
He got killed.
Who cares? They can still replace him with a guy, right?
No,
Why does it have to be a woman?
So the storyline goes, the White Tiger is, if you read the storyline goes, White Tiger is a character that is passed down from generation to generation. The last White Tiger in the Daredevil got murdered by crooked cops. So his niece, because you have to have like something in your bloodline for the White Tiger.
That medallion.
Yeah, that medallion to trigger. You and I put that medallion on, don't do shit. Yeah. But somebody in that bloodline can. So his niece felt the calling after her uncle was murdered to wear the White Tiger medallion, and she's gonna be the next White Tiger, probably in the next series of Daredevil.
Yeah, because she led on to where Muse's hideout lair was.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's
never heard of Muse. I'm glad they did away with him real quick. That bitch was sick.
Yeah, he was. I was reading. Supposedly, he was Daredevil's worst nemesis, I guess, because he had all that he could sense and like basically go blind to Murdoch's abilities.
Okay, but
see, Wally, the way you feel about the Traeger and the offset smoker, this is what I feel about what's happening right now.
I'm glad you went to this segment first because I had to use the restroom, so I had to walk away. So.
Anyway, episode 9 coming Tuesday.
How many episodes is it? 10 total?
Nobody cares.
They only released, the only thing I ever saw was 9. But
so next week's gonna be the season finale.
I don't know. Somebody said that there's 3 more that are coming that they haven't told anybody about.
This can't be the season finale. Fucking Daredevil just got shot.
Yeah, I want to say the Netflix ones were all like 12 and 13 episodes long.
He just got shot. He can't recover from a shot in the chest and go kick some ass in the series.
Sure he can.
Why not?
Sure he can. It's a damn movie. It's fake. It's not real. Next week he'll be just and fine. He'll be fine. He'll probably have a He probably can fly next week.
Actually, I just did some research.
Him being shot. Now he's no longer blind. He can see.
So no, actually, he saw the bullet. He took the bullet.
Yeah.
He blind, but he saw the bullet coming. So he took the bullet for the Kingpin. Ironically.
Yep.
So he's blind, but he took the bullet?
Yeah. So he
can see the bullet. He's blind, but he can see the bullet.
He's blind.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, let me explain it to my wife yesterday too, because she's like, "How the fuck?" So he's blind, but his
senses are all like super enhanced.
His superpowers are, because he's blind, that's the only thing he can't do, but everything else is enhanced. So he can actually, everything that moves, he see the vibrations in the air. He can see the vibration of it. So that's how he's able to somewhat see a little bit. He almost gave his shit away when he cussed the dude out when he in his office, and he said he didn't walk away with a cane.
Yeah, that was at the bar.
Yeah, I told my wife, I said, yeah, the cane is just the front. He don't need the fucking cane. He can see he can see just as well blind as everybody else.
And somebody posted on social media that like, there's no way he's blind. And it put all the girls he's been fucking on there. Like,
yep,
every one of the 10.
Everybody hot.
Yep. So I mean, and that's another telltale sign that Daredevil cooks on a pellet grill.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. If he cooks on a pellet grill, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Ray Charles every one of Ray Charles' wives is beautiful too.
There you go.
You know what Daredevil needs to do? You know what the guy that plays Daredevil, the guy that shot him. This is what he has to do. You guys ready?
Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, this is gonna be twist that dick!
Twist your dick!
Twist his dick!
The old dick twist!
Oh my god! The old dick twist!
That's what he has to do. He has to twist the dick of the guy that shot him.
It was Bullseye that shot him, but Bullseye was trying to kill Kingpin.
Yep.
And he missed. And what happened is his name is Bullseye because he never missed. And I had to explain that to my wife too. I said, he's freaking the fuck out because he shot at Kingpin, but Murdoch, Daredevil, was able to sense it when he cocked the bullet. When the bullet went in the chamber, he heard it.
Yep.
So when he pulled the trigger, he heard the trigger pull. So he saw the vibration of the bullet coming. So he jumped in the way and he took the bullet for Kingpin. That freaked out Bullseye, who never missed.
He didn't see the vibrations because he can't see a fucking thing. He felt the
vibrations. You don't know. You don't know, bro. You don't fucking know, man.
The Daredevil sees the vibration.
He did that, and Bullseye went through his own personal 9/11 in his system.
Because he never missed.
Yep. He mind fucked him, man. He mind fucked him.
Jesus Christ.
Keith, I love you, man. Keith, I fucking love you. I hate those other two.
Do you two watch Daredevil together, snuggle up on the couch with a bowl of popcorn?
We are now.
Damn right. Sounds good to me.
they put the headsets on. They start talking to each other during the movie and stuff. Start hanging out.
Got their arm around each other.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! He got shot.
Yeah.
He saw the bullet coming. How'd he do that?
No, we know how he did it. We don't need that part explained. We're rational human beings.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's rational. That's rational.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Hey, my wife looking at this because she only watch it to support me, right? So she watched it. She said, "How the fuck he blind? He jumped in front of the bullet." I said, "He saw it coming." She said, "But he's blind." I explain it later.
Jesus Christ.
He's blind, but he saw it coming. Okay.
He can see everything. He sees people walking around. He sees bullets.
Listen,
he can't see it. He could probably see the temperature on the pellet smoker too.
He probably damn right.
Even if he can't, he could sense it.
Hey, what the funny shit was when he walked in the room. He's in a fancy ballroom. It's about 200-300 people in this ballroom, all dancing, having conversations. He could tune everybody out in the room and listen to whatever conversation he wants to behind walls.
That's cool how they do that too.
I can do that too. I can tune everybody out and only listen what I want to listen to. Anybody can do that.
You probably just did it this whole segment.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention.
I kind of did.
I've been watching anything. I was like, what? What are you guys talking about?
Hey, his girlfriend said, "You're not even paying attention to me, huh?" He said, "Yes, I am." She said, "What I say?"
And then he focused right back in on the other conversation.
Anybody know the theme that I'm playing right now?
That's Jurassic World or Jurassic Park.
It is. It is. Did you guys hear that after 10,000 years, they brought back an extinct animal? The dire wolves. They brought them back.
Why?
I don't know why.
What's the next thing they're going to bring out?
The woolly mammoth is. They're saying by 2028 the woolly mammoth, and then I believe Dave said the megalodon is coming.
Dire wolf.
Yeah, today's is telling me that.
Here you go.
Have been seen by the public.
Here we go. Let me turn this off real quick.
We thought this was a really cool way that we could create value, create impact, inspire people, and then also hopefully thoughtfully rewild some of these species.
If some of this genetic tinkering feels familiar, it's because Hollywood has been here first. And spoiler alert, we all know that didn't end well.
When you're playing with nature, nature usually wins. Nature is much more complicated than the ability of our brains to understand it.
But the team at Colossal says their mission to restore extinct species is also about stopping the disappearance of endangered ones today.
We should be giving ourselves the opportunity to see what our big brains can do to reverse some of the bad things that we've done to the world.
No, nature.
No.
Nature got rid of them fuckers so they wouldn't eat us. I mean, that's the whole point. Like, and now we're bringing it. We're bringing them back to take over. Like, so AI. So this kind of goes in line with AI. Yeah, we saw what in Terminator what AI is going to do.
Documentary.
And now,
yeah, these movies are turning into documentaries. They're not movies anymore. They're not fiction.
What are we doing?
Again, I don't know about you guys, but what have you always heard like your whole life growing up? It's survival of the fittest. Sorry, it didn't work out for you, dire wolf. Bye. Good.
No, in order for us to be the fittest and survive, nature had to get rid of the motherfuckers for us to
evolve
and do what we've done. Now all of a sudden we're bringing them back to take over the world again. We can't match up because some of those animals, dinosaurs, whatever you want to call them, they are
Dinosaurs.
much bigger, stronger, and ruthless.
If I'm not mistaken, those two wolves that look like little baby cute puppies that will in about 8 months will eat the same motherfuckers that created them.
I can't wait to watch that. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that.
This goes back to my thought back in the day. We talked about it a minute ago. Movies. I think they're preparing us for what's going to happen. They're desensitizing us. So instead of going, what the hell are they doing? We're going, wow, look at that. They actually did it. They brought back dinosaurs. I think they implant in our heads, right? With the Terminator, with the Minority Report. Which did you guys hear that in Cross Seas, they are actually building a program that will be able to determine whether you're going to commit a crime before you commit the crime, and will arrest you. They are building that program over there across seas.
Did
you guys hear about that?
Keep that shit over there. Because Minority Report was wrong. They shouldn't have imprisoned Tom Cruise.
So I think it's they're desensitizing us to what's actually coming our way.
Yeah, no big deal when it happens. We've seen this before.
Well, they did it. Look, it's just like that's like the movie Jurassic Park. Oh, that's gonna be cool. You know what happens in Jurassic Park? They eat everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
They eat everybody except Jeff Goldblum, of course.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
You know what's going to happen?
Somehow Jeff Goldblum has not gotten eaten.
What's going to happen in real life now? This is not fucking Hollywood, so they can create whatever ending they want in Hollywood. I'm telling you what's going to happen here. They're going to make some more wolves. I believe the two puppies are male and female, so they're going to reproduce.
Oh, so they're going to be incestual too.
It's going to be a fucking pack, and then they're going to eat the whole fucking camp, right?
Oh, the whole laboratory, like right out of a horror movie. Yep.
They're going to eat all of them. They're going to make the woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth is huge. And they already have successfully made a woolly mammoth out of a mouse or a rat. So now they know they have the technology to create one from an embryo, like they did the wolves. Dave, I heard you say earlier they've been to make this megalodon, which is the gigantic ass shark.
We don't need one of those. We don't need one of those at all. I don't like going in the ocean just because of regular sized sharks. Now we're going to have one that's the size of the Empire State Building. No, I don't need that.
Now you're finna have me where I can't even take a cruise, because if you have a megalodon, probably could take down a cruise ship.
It did it in the movie. It did it in the movie.
Yeah, what is going on? Are we too smart for our own goods now? That we so smart we don't know what the fuck to do with it now? We have to do shit to endanger ourselves. Yeah,
we're so smart that we're stupid because we're bringing back things that are going to kill us. Well, I mean, why not? Why aren't we building things like
Can we cure cancer? Can we
cure cancer? But no, it's important. We got to bring back the woolly mammoth. Who cares about cancer?
Are you kidding me? We're bringing back extinct animals and making sex robots. I don't have time for fucking cancer.
You don't even want me to get on that cancer.
You know what happened? You know what's going on here is that the amount of money that cancer produces, right? Because we don't, right? They're using that to create animals that are going to kill us. That's what they're doing.
From what I don't even have to read this or be in a conspiracy theorist to understand this. We're too smart. We make everything.
I don't know about Wally, but
we've made cars that drive themselves. We make cars that drive themselves, but we can't cure cancer. Cancer is...
There is a cure for cancer. There is a cure for cancer. They don't release it because as long as people get sick and people are dying,
too much money.
People are making billions and billions of dollars. That's what it is.
Too much money.
But let's go ahead and make a shark that's bigger than a damn cruise ship that's going to kill everybody.
Listen, okay, so say you're on a hike, right? Not that I don't think any of us go for walks and shit like that.
I'm not hiking, brother.
Okay. Keith, you're on a hike, hypothetically.
Black people don't hike.
and fox comes out. Say a fox comes out. Could you beat it? Could you fight a fox?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I could take a fox.
A fox is a fox is like a bigger cat. So I'd be scratched up, but I think I could choke the shit out of it.
Right. What about a bobcat?
No.
Oh, you're getting bigger. You're getting bigger.
They look like it, right? But so now, okay. A fox, yeah. A bobcat, I would probably lose, but I could survive.
Florida Panther. What about a Florida Panther?
No.
None. Nope.
A fucking dire wolf comes out.
Oh, you're dead.
You're
dead.
done.
Do you know how big the dire wolf is? You know, they put the wolf next to a man, right? I mean, it was like a cartoon or type of thing, but they had a 6-foot man, and the head came up to almost the shoulders of that guy. That's how tall the damn thing is.
Get the fuck out.
Why do we need that? Why do we need those?
I've never
around?
seen Game of Thrones, but apparently there was a bunch of dire wolves running around, AI or whatever generated in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, those are the real ones. They brought them back for the. We're filming a movie. We got to bring these motherfuckers back.
It's part of population control. So they're bringing back things that can eat us to kill us off to do population control. Kind of like
prepared? Are you prepared?
Am I prepared?
Yeah, like when the wolves are walking around, are you going to be the one? Are you going to be taken out first, or are you going to be able to fight that guy?
I mean, hopefully I have a Glock in my head and I can shoot his ass in the fucking head. But I mean, who the fuck knows? But why are we even putting ourselves in this predicament? Like, I don't understand that.
Because we're so smart, we're fucking stupid.
We did it to ourselves.
Exactly right. Yep. We did it to ourselves. So when these things start eating us, we did it to ourselves.
Again, survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, and we're phasing ourselves out.
I've never seen the entirety of the first Jurassic Park. I think I've seen more of the Chris Pratt one.
First one was boring as shit.
Yeah,
you think so? I thought it was pretty good because it was like the first time we have ever seen something like that.
I never watched any of them.
But it's funny as shit though. What's the fat guy in the first one? That's all. He was one of the ones that helped create this shit. And he's the first one that got eaten. That shit was funny.
By the one that spits on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wally's never seen a Jurassic Park because he's outside fucking adjusting the
Exactly. I'm doing other things.
So that's the reason why Wally don't have time to watch all these shows we talk about.
Exactly. He's outside smoking all day while the rest of us are sitting in for
my meat. I'm working my meat.
I'm working my meat. Jesus Christ. Speaking of meat, right? You guys like ice cream for dessert?
Jesus.
Speaking of meat, do you like ice cream? What the fuck did you just?
You went from meat to dessert.
We talked about our meat. We talked about our meat, right?
Meats and sweets.
You guys like ice cream for dessert?
Of course. I love everybody that knows me at work knows I love ice cream. I love a good
milkshake. Oh yeah, milkshake guy. That's the milkshake.
Yeah, you are a milkshake guy. What about you, Keith?
I love ice cream. Ice cream don't love me back, but I love ice cream.
My doctor hates it. I love ice cream.
Wally, are you an ice cream guy?
Not really. I'm not a big sweet person. Y'all saw that.
I know you're definitely not sweet. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. So
do you leave out ice cream? Give them extra ranch.
Extra ranch. So as people are busy recreating dinosaurs, right? Not curing cancer. We have scientists that are now making a particular type of ice cream that might be interesting for us to taste. It's called Friday's breast milk ice cream. They're making ice cream with breast milk instead of regular milk. That's what they're doing nowadays. And here it is. It's in a container. You can get it in the supermarket, in the frozen section. They're using breast milk.
Why they call it Friday? Why not Saturday?
I don't know. See, it looks like that.
Listen, you got to be some type of freak to want that shit there, boy.
Listen, man, I like ice cream and I like titties. I prefer them separated. Or if I could put ice cream on a titty and then get it.
One of the nastiest flavors I can ever remember ever putting in my mouth is sucking the titties of one of my ex-wife after one of my kids was born, and I forgot that milk was in the fuckers.
So you drink breast milk.
That shit is disgusting, bro.
Oh my god. I like that you said one of the nastiest flavors. Oh my.
It says here the brand assures that it will be pitch perfect representation of the sweet, creamy ice cream that we all are known to have. It allegedly tastes sweet and nutty with a hint of salt.
I can give him a nut.
There's too many things to talk about.
That's what the fuck.
But it says here 70% of women have tried their own breast milk, while 29% of men have tried it. Keith being part of that 29%.
That shit is
well, I'm sure they're going to sit there and say there's a lot of vitamins and things that we, it
includes omega-3 fats, carbs, energy-boosting lactose, as well as vitamins such as iron, calcium, vitamin B, vitamin D, and zinc.
Is it spelled Friday like the day of the week Friday?
No,
no
why.
No why. Yeah. Breast milk ice cream. I wonder if it comes in different flavors.
Because on Fridays, that's what we want to do is suck on some titties.
Well, now, if you're not allowed to or you can't, you can just go get some of this ice cream and it'll be like doing the same thing, won't it?
No, sir. That's some nasty shit.
I miss my mommy, so I'm going to go get some milk
ice cream.
Ice cream.
That's some from some motherfucker that's got to get coddled.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
So who want to try this shit? Jay, will you try it?
Nope. I have no interest.
Oh yeah, so that's another show. We got to order some Friday ice cream and all of us try it.
Let's do it. We'll all get with some
and evolve it into just, hey, this is a strange food. I'm gonna try it.
I pass, bro. I'm telling you that shit.
All four of us need to order it. All four of us need to order it.
You can still remember the taste of it, huh, Keith?
I'm like, I'm in my groove too, right? What the fuck is that?
Oh, your titty just came in my mouth.
So a mom here says, I've been making ice cream from my own breast milk for a long time, and it is yummy. So she's just using her own breast milk.
So now you're going to have a bunch of women that are pregnant. You can sell your breast milk. Now you're making money, right? Because you're going to sell it to the factories, and now you're.
That's what I was going to ask. Where are they getting the breast milk from to make this right now?
Well, to make regular milk, they have a bunch of cows. They're going to have a bunch of ladies just sitting there with breast milk.
The pups.
Hold up, man. Are they hiring?
Why? Do you have some?
No, I want to.
No, but I like to go.
I want to milk some titties.
Listen,
quality control here.
Time out.
Quality control.
I don't see this. They damn sure won't go to Shark Tank. They won't get the money in Shark Tank because you only produce milk after you're having a baby, right?
Right.
After I think a year after having a baby, that shit dry the fuck up. So you got your turnaround. Your turnover is huge. You're constantly looking for pregnant motherfuckers.
Dude, that's a whole thing. That's a whole. I could be the guy that gets them pregnant.
Well, maybe. Maybe that's why they're bringing back the dinosaurs, because we're going to be, trying to, have pregnant women to produce the milk. And we're going to have all these extra people around, and now we got to have dinosaurs to take us out to do population control.
There you go. Or they're gonna have the fucking dire wolves hanging up there. Just
no, the dire wolves gonna eat them.
Fucking that human gave me a fucking titty twister. I'm pissed.
The dire wolves gonna eat them right after eating everybody in the laboratory that created them.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man! Now all kinds of crazy things happening in this world. But I'll tell you what, I do believe that we need to have some of that Friday ice cream. All of us need to taste it together.
I'll try it.
If you guys try,
I'll do it.
I'll be the fourth one to try it. I'll do it. Won't be the first time I try breast milk.
And Wally went, what do you mean fourth?
Come on, Wally. Come on, get it out. You can do it.
Think about it too, right? Think about it. Think about it. You might be willing to suck your old lady tit, and we got some milk coming out because you love her. You know how she look. This might be the ugliest motherfucker from a country we've never heard of before we get this milk from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the testing like for that? I mean,
are they testing for syphilis and
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
AIDS?
Or do they just pump it right into the ice cream maker and just?
This shit can't be USDA approved, man.
Hi, I'd like to donate some breast milk. I have AIDS. It's okay. The chlorine we're putting in, it's going to kill everything you got.
I think they need to have a picture of every bitch that contributed to making this pint ice cream. They need to have a thumbnail picture of her on the side.
On the side, so we can say nope. Well, I'm gonna that one. No, I'm gonna take. She looks pretty cute. I'm gonna take that one.
Your ice cream is brought to you by Jessica with the double D's.
Because if, let's say, Jessica with double D's, blonde, blue eyes, okay, I might be willing to taste that.
But then the one right next to it is from a lady in South Africa who hasn't showered in 6 months, right? And she's all tore up, no teeth. She has got one titty like this. She looks like this. So which one would you guys pick?
I want Jessica. I don't want that one.
You got redheads with a strawberry, right? You got blonde.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. Does it go like ethnicity, like on
chocolate?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hey, sometimes
I'm going chocolate all day long. So
hey, Hispanic could be the what you call it? Butter pecan.
Butter pecan, yeah. I was about to say,
God, I'm gonna get a Neapolitan and have a foursome, dude. Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is terrible.
Dude, I mean, if they're doing breast milk, what's next? Hey, here's ketchup straight from the menstruation cycle. Let me squeegee out this fucking tampon.
Fuck it. If they selling breast milk like that, then we need to get in line to make our own brand of mayonnaise.
I mean,
they've already done it. We've already done that at Burger King.
Yeah, but
Taco Bell.
It wasn't in the freezer section like that damn ice cream is. We need to.
Oh my god.
Dude, you imagine all of a sudden
this conversation's gone way off the rails.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this weekend? Oh, I'm gonna jerk off. I'm making some money this weekend.
Yeah,
all of a sitting there jerking off, just being like, "Hey, I'm making some mayonnaise," and hold on, I gotta hit the button and be like, "Hey, I got a problem. I had a kidney stone come out. I made blue cheese."
Instead of giving blood, we're giving cum. Oh.
This would be the first.
You see that, Wally? But see, here's the thing, Wally. The three of us will have time to jerk off because you know what we're doing?
Thank God I'm busy. I won't be a part of this.
I'm working the meat.
I'm working the meat. I'm working my meat.
So are we in the air conditioning.
Oh, God. That'll be the first mayo that's required. This chick has to stay in the refrigerator.
This is
oh, my God. I just pictured Keith's thumbnail on the mayonnaise.
Oh, this conversation. All right, Jay, get us back on track, man. This kind of went way to the.
We could put a twist on sour cream.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
A little salty.
What about evaporated milk? We get like a grandma to do it.
Oh hell yeah! The dusty milk.
There you go. Just add water.
Out of milk.
Oh, God. Oh, okay.
All right, Wally, we'll go ahead and change subjects, even though we're talking about working our meat and ice cream here.
I'm fucking starving and aroused right now.
I know, man. I'm ready to go. All right, so let's talk about that helicopter crash in New York. You guys see that?
I did.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That was sad,
yeah, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? We had all those plane crashes a while ago. Now we got a helicopter crash, and just this week we had another plane crash in West Palm Beach, right down on I-95.
I gotta say, I don't know if I'm brainwashed or what, because this is what we preach. We at our job we preach this, but they showed that the propeller came off mid-air. They don't know why the propeller came off, right? So only thing I could say to myself was, did he do a proper pre-trip?
So that's what I was saying. I was like, what's the preventative maintenance look like on that? I don't know shit about aviation. But
did he do a proper pre-trip? Did they work on that helicopter before he took off and forgot to bolt something down? Because I've never seen a propeller come off like that.
Well, that was the 8th flight that day for that helicopter.
Right, because it was a tour. It was a tour helicopter. It wasn't like a personal helicopter.
And then supposedly the pilot was a ex Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL.
And on top of that, like moments before they crashed, I guess he called in and said that he was low on fuel. I don't know what that has to do with the propeller coming off.
Yeah, fuel had nothing to do with the propeller. So,
but I don't. Who the hell really knows what the hell's going on? Is it that things are being, because supposedly between April of January last year, there were more aviation crashes and stuff compared to this year. And is it just being reported more now, or is that a false statement? Like I really don't know anymore. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. The amount of aircrafts, helicopters and plane crashes that we're having is pretty wild.
Heard before about a couple years ago that the amount of helicopter crashes that was not reported was astonishing. And I wouldn't be surprised, like the small Cessna airplanes, because all of us, it take a couple years, we can get our damn pilot's license and go to Zellwood and fly in a damn airplane. Zellwood, Lakeland Airport, and get one of them just because we have 2,000 hours. But does that really make you qualified? Now, I'm not saying that about the guy in New York, because he was qualified. Military trained him. He flew. He flew military helicopters. Yeah, man.
So was it? What was it? A proper? Well, he did 8 flights, so obviously, the helicopter was working just fine. But was it a proper pre-trip, or was there some sort of conspiracy to get rid of it? Because this guy was the executive of the Siemens business, right? I'm reading here. Austin Escobar from Barcelona says here that he was here visiting his wife. Visiting New York, and he was the global CEO of the rail infrastructure. Wow.
Yeah.
Infrastructure at Siemens Mobility. So, was it somebody trying to get after him, or was it a fluke accident?
His wife was big too, and whatever
his wife worked with the company as well.
Both of them was tech giants or something over there, Spain, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was from Barcelona, but he was the CEO of the rail infrastructure, and she was the global communication manager for the digital team.
All right, so hypothetically, somebody wanted to put a hit on the family, so they had a guy when the helicopters was on the ground waiting for them to load up. A guy got on top of the helicopter, loosened up a couple bolts on the propeller to make sure that when they took off in 6 or 8 minutes into the flight, that the propeller would come off and it would crash.
Well, somebody would see that.
Not because there's inspections on planes all the time and helicopters. So you have a guy up there who says that he's, doing the inspection on the plane or helicopter to make sure that it's, everything's, good to go. But he knows that this family's going to get on the helicopter. So he goes up there and he loosens up a couple bolts. He's checking it, but he loosens up a couple bolts. And then all of a sudden, the propeller comes off. Wow.
I want to do they inspect in between flights. Like, I give an example in our business, especially in my line of business, right? We have what you call hot seated trucks. So we literally have sometimes, because we run 24 hours at my site. So in roll off, we have where if a driver, we have a 2 p.m. driver that'll bring in a truck right in time for a 2 a.m. driver to take it, right?
Yeah.
So he's supposed to do a good post trip, and if anything written up, the shop has time to go look at it right before. I wonder, do they have to do the same thing in between flights?
I mean, possibly. We talk about at work, routine breakers and shit. Say, I was talking to a driver the other day. I'm like, man, when I did roll off, I had my steps in my head. I backed up to that can. I had the boom in the air. Step 1, hook in the cable. Step 2, I'd start walking the can. If I got a phone call in the middle of that, I would always start back to step 1.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows? Did a maintenance guy get a phone call, like his wife bitching at him, and he takes it and goes, "Where the fuck did I put those that fucking socket set at?"
Well, the crazy thing is though, but right before the crash, he obviously indicated that he was low on fuel. So why didn't he, before he left, know that he knew that because it was 8 flights in.
Yeah.
So you would know I would imagine as a Navy SEAL, pilot, he would know after 7 flights that I possibly could need fuel.
Bro,
Like,
maybe
you know what I'm
a
saying?
helicopter in my car. If I've been
We have
driving
somebody-
8 stops a day, I'm gonna fill up my car.
We have somebody that commented on our conversation right now. Damian Walraven says they always check between the flights unless they need to do a quick turn, which is just a touch and go for some fuel. So was it possible that during the other 8 flights, the bolts walked themselves out? Or was it exactly what you guys are saying? Somebody loosened it on purpose?
That's your Sunday? I mean, Wally?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Damian? Glad you're on the show. What's going on?
He's listening from Las Vegas?
No, Seattle. He's in Seattle now.
Seattle.
Yeah.
I remember he was in Vegas.
Yeah, pretty close.
Wow, he had to wake up really early to listen to this show.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like, damn, really?
That's some motherfucking dedication right there.
That is some dedication. I didn't think you were that. I thought you were a bigger asshole. I'm glad that your son is paying watching.
Asshole.
Damian also said everybody likes ice cream, even lactose intolerant people still eat ice cream.
See?
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll go. Damian, you better get some titty ice cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, David, it's a different type of ice cream, brother.
I guess it would be lactose intolerant.
Wow, this is a family event, boys. Tim Callahan, he just popped in.
What's up, my cousin?
Hey, what's up, cousin Tim? The lack of mechanical skill of the younger workforce is hang on here. I can't see. My eyes are a little old here. Younger workforce in a lot of places, mechanical force have had a lot of English as secondary languages for employees. Yeah. They create barriers in the safe oversights for the helicopters.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
so is that basically we got cheap labor on these helicopters?
That's what it sounds like.
Bro, look in your shop at your job tomorrow. Go there in the morning, middle of the day, and look at your shop. Same shit with us too, man.
You ain't got to go in the middle of the day. Yeah,
they fresh out of high school, man. Fresh out of high school with a 6-month trade.
Again, back to a movie quote from Steve Buscemi in Armageddon. How you feel knowing we're sitting on 500 million gallons of rocket fuel built by the lowest bidder?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, in case you're wondering what your son is doing, Wally, he is driving to the mountains.
Oh yeah, he's going snowboarding then. Yeah.
You're going snowboarding. Let me ask. Now that we got your son on with us,
time out.
Time the fuck out. Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Because let's elaborate on this Florida boy. Snowboarding.
More concerned about him going into the woods with fucking direwolves out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's a crazy person.
Yeah, he's got to watch out for them things now.
He's in the military. He can handle himself, but I just want to make sure he's prepared.
Hey,
what kind of dad is Wally? Was he an asshole? I kind of feel like he was an asshole.
Oh,
kind of a dad.
Wow. What, we really going to go down this road?
Yeah, let's see what Damian has to say. Let's see what Damian has to say about this.
Hey, don't answer, Damian.
No, but come on, pop it in. Actually, I'm gonna send you a link so you can join us live. We're gonna talk about Wally's parenting skills.
We don't need to go down that road.
He's a soccer fan, so it's terrible parenting skills.
Is Damian a soccer fan? Is Damian a soccer fan too?
Yeah, he played in.
Okay, you're not. I'm gonna cancel you. You're not allowed to be on the show.
Wally coached him in soccer.
Yeah, he played in Orlando City Academy. Yeah, and then he's actually just he made the Air Force base team soccer team. So,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So
yeah. I didn't know they took pussies in the military.
No, whatever. Damn.
I'm just kidding, Damian. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That was pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Really.
God.
Well, you know what? Your dad, he's got your back. He said that you're the number one dad on the planet.
Exactly.
Zooming on Wally. Is he tearing up?
I don't know. I have a whiskey glass to say the same thing, that I'm the greatest. I'm the number one dad. So
we got a couple number one dads.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you're in the military. I'm glad. Thank you for your service. I hope you enjoy your time out there in the mountains. And I hope you win those soccer games.
I'm a dad that's, if I ever get arrested, talk about that Minority Report, they're going to look at my search history and be like, did you really Google, is it legal to have an abortion on a 16-year-old kid? No, that's murder.
We're gonna act like we didn't hear that.
I'm just saying. I shoot it.
God.
Well, this show is going. This show is going somewhere today.
It's off the rip. Oh, we're already at 11 o'clock. All right.
Damn.
Well, all right, guys, we're midway through our show. This is the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. We are having a great Sunday. You guys gotta hang out with us. Make sure to watch us live on YouTube. If you can't watch us live, make sure to watch us whenever you want. Just search for the FLA Trash Talkers. Follow us on Instagram. Lots to talk about still. We want to talk about the Masters. We got the NBA playoffs still to talk about. We got Mountain Dew has a conspiracy. Man, we got a lot to get through here. And, of course, the safest city in Florida. So, Wally, the expert on sports, what is going on in the Masters?
Well, this is one subject I'm not an expert on, but I know Roy McIlroy is like leading. He's got a 2-shot lead over DeChambeau. Roy's come back, man, on the first day of play. I think he on the 15th hole he double bogeyed, put himself in a bad spot, and then the next 2 days, man, or that was Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, man, he shot a 66 to kind of just take over the Masters, and then the DeChambeau, yesterday on the 18th, man, hit a big putt, man, to put him 2 strokes behind. So it should be a good. It's going to be a interesting. I look, I know we're not big golf fans here, but it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens if you actually follow it and watch it. Roy McIlroy, does he choke? He's got a 2-shot lead. In the final round, does he choke? And
that's not a really big lead in the Masters either, man, because you got the best of the best that are just.
Oh yeah.
I mean, sometimes I've seen it where like that a 10-stroke lead's not even safe.
So it's going to be interesting today to see actually what happens. It's going to be a good fight between them two. I hope DeChambeau takes it because he's an American. But Roy's going for the Grand Slam. I mean, if he wins this one, then that means he's won all 4 majors.
Yep.
Which is a big deal. Yeah, he's from England, somewhere over in England.
I like him and DeChambeau. I mean, so I'm glad to see them two in it.
Yeah.
But yes, obviously you want to go American all day.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's going to be a good final round, man. Look, it's relaxing to watch, man. The greens are beautiful, man. The scenery is beautiful, man. I tell you, I can't play golf. I've tried. I do not even understand how they play that game. I've played basketball, football, soccer, volleyball. Like I've done a lot of other sports, but to understand how to select the right club to hit that ball and it goes a certain distance and backspin and all that shit, man, I do not understand.
Listen, driver, putter, chipping, pitching wedge, sand wedge. I'm hitting them all 8 feet in the wrong fucking direction.
Oh, dog! I played one time, man, and there's houses, all around me, man, and I know I'm just taking out somebody's window, dude, because I'm never hitting the ball straight. I got a big hook on it. I'm nervous as hell whenever I play golf. And I played golf with a semi-pro golfer one time, man, and it is amazing. I mean, he's calling his shots. He's going to take the ball and he's going to hook it dog left and do this and go around this tree. And when they make impact with that ball, the sound of it is crazy. If you've never it's
a good crack when you hear it.
Oh my God. It sounds like, it is amazing the sound that they hit that ball with, man. Like
the few times I've hit the ball like correctly, I mean, it's like I feel like fuck yeah, I just crushed that thing.
Well, that's what keeps you going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you could hit 90 shots that are bad, but that one, man, that you hit right, you're like, yeah, I finally got it. And then you get to the next one, it's like, oh no, I didn't.
Well, apparently I've never hit the bitch right because I can't. I've never made it past the driving range or Top Golf. That's as far as I can go.
We should all get together and go play around one day.
Dog, I was at the driving range one time, and I was with somebody, and they were right next to me. The next, driving range, you have this pin, and then you have somebody right next to you at the next pin. Dude, I hit the ball when I hit the ball hit the person next to me in the ass.
Damn. That was a hell of a slice.
I'm terrible, man. I suck at golf, man. That was one sport, man. I wish I knew how to play, because obviously you can play it till you're 65, 70 years old. Maybe one day. I got 2 sets of golf clubs, man, and I still I do not know or understand how people play the game.
I have the sound of a golf ball being hit here. Let's see what it sounds like.
That's it.
Oh, it's when you're there live.
Mine never sounded like that.
When you're live with it, man, it sounds like an explosion, man. The way they hit that ball so hard, man, it's pretty wild, man.
Now, if you're playing one of mine, you'd hear the club hit the ground in front of the ball first.
Yeah. You taking out all the grass around the team.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I play golf, the ball's still there, but there's a bunch of holes in the ground.
Yep. I was taught as soon as I got out the garbage truck, when I was promoted out the garbage truck and took to the other side of the office, I was taught that all the big deals are negotiated on the golf course.
Oh yeah, if you're a businessman, and you're in corporate world, that's where a lot of things take place, and in order to, I don't know, kind of network and do some negotiations and stuff, man, playing golf is a big deal. You got Rory McIlroy right there behind you, there, Keith. But
that's right. He's getting older. I remember he was a kid.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a little older now.
Some bitch got gray hair now.
Yeah, but that was always my focus point, as I was kind of growing up, because I always heard that too. And then so I was like, yeah, I'm going to go out and I'm going to learn how to play golf, so if I get in the corporate world, I can, and it never worked out. That's probably why my career is where I'm at.
When we stop recording, I can go a little deeper.
Y'all know what golf stands for, right?
Oh, geez, I have no idea.
Or like why it's called golf?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Jay?
No.
So golf.
No.
Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. Is when it was
Are you
first.
serious?
Yeah.
Because golf was invented in Ireland, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. So that's what I always heard.
Never heard of that.
So the men, that was their opportunity to get away from the house, get away from the house and away from their ladies to go out and do something.
It's just like, when any crisis where they say, hey, women and children first, because the men need to get out of there. They need to think clearly.
You gotta have the correct change anyway. If that's your hobby, golf is fucking expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it can be, especially like cost, like startup shit to get the clubs and all that. I mean,
not even a startup, just go and play around.
Play around.
Play around is expensive as shit. I don't have a hobby that expensive.
I love golf, man. I mean, you go to some courses, like I said, not that we're nowhere near Masters caliber. Well, I'm not. I can't speak for you guys. You can go get tee times for like $30, $35.
But that include the golf cart?
Yeah, that's everything. That's tee time, cart rental, everything.
Okay.
Well, golf was invented in Scotland.
Here's my idea for
that's what it was.
Scotland.
I knock a ball in a gopher hole.
Oh, you mean like pool?
Fuck off, pool! Not with a straight stick, with a little fucked up stick. I whack the ball that goes in a gopher hole.
Oh, you mean like croquet?
Fuck croquet! I put the hole hundreds of yards away! Oh, fuck out, yeah! It's great fun there! Oh, yeah, that's a great thing.
Oh, like a bowling thing?
Fuck no! Not straight, I put shit in the way! Like trees and bushes and high grass!
Is that Robin Williams?
Yeah, it's Robin Williams.
Yeah, it had to be Robin Williams, man.
Oh,
Get a fucking ball and go whacking away with a fucking tire iron. Whacking away, and each time you miss, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke. Fuck, that's what we'll call it. A stroke, because every time you miss, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Oh, great. Oh, and here's a bit of part. Oh, fuck, this is brilliant. Right near the end, I'll put a flat piece with a little flag to give you fucking hope. Oh, then I'll put a pool and a sandbox to fuck with your ball again. You'll be there trashing your ass, jerking away in the sand.
Oh, you do this one time.
Fuck no! 18 fucking times!
18 times! I'm watching a new show on Paramount right now. It's brand new with Pierce Brosnan as the lead. It's called Mobland. Everybody talk like that on the fucking show. I'm catching hell. I need a subtitle. Everybody talk just like that the whole show.
Robin Williams, man, was one of the greatest of all times, man. I missed that
absolutely.
guy, man. He was one of the best, man.
And who knew that he was that depressed that he had to make that decision for himself?
Well, I think with him having Parkinson's, he was so outgoing, and his personality, and he was so energized, and everything that he did, and
he had Parkinson's.
I think he I want to say it was Parkinson's that he ended up having.
I know Michael J. Fox have it real bad. I didn't know that he had it.
And I think what fucked him up was the fact that he wasn't going to be himself anymore. And then I also know that him and oh my god, mind blank. The original
dementia. He had dementia.
Was it dementia?
Dementia here. Robin Williams was diagnosed with dementia, a type of brain disease that causes progressive decline in movement and speech.
Man, I think I'd rather have Parkinson's than dementia, man. Dementia, you literally just start.
Well, he knew he wasn't going to be himself anymore. But also him and who was Superman? Reeves.
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves were real close too.
They went to school together. They were roommates in college.
Yeah, at the Performing Arts School, whatever.
Yeah, in New York.
But and Christopher Reeves, what happened with him, with him getting paralyzed, and then him dying, and then Robin Williams, man, going through with what he was going through. I think it really messed with his head, man, and I don't think he felt like if he could deal with it anymore, and he didn't want to be not himself. And that's sad, man, because that guy did a lot of great things. He was one of the best people, funniest people you would ever, listen to.
I don't know that he ever made a bad movie either. I love every one of everything he's been in.
Dead Poet Society. He even taught me my first line of Latin, Carpe Diem, bitch. I in a room of dumb motherfuckers, I sound smart when I throw that out. Carpe Diem.
He was awesome, man. He was just one of those guys, man. And dude, he was at Belushi's house with Belushi the night that he ended up.
Hey, if you listen to all the great comedians from back in the day, they say didn't nobody party harder than Robin Williams. So Robin Williams stayed high.
Oh yeah. Well, he went through after Mork and Mindy, man. He got in when Mork and Mindy came out. That's when he really blew up. Mm-hmm. And that's when he started really hanging out with those celebrities.
Yep.
And was
Mork from Mork.
And Nanu. And and that's when he really started getting into that scene. But he was with Belushi when
when he was doing Mork and Mindy, he was still depressed, and he was very insecure with his performance. Like he was always and tight, and he was always scared, and he kept on asking for reassurance that his performance was good and that he was good. He did that a lot during Mork and Mindy. It's been 11 years since we lost Robin Williams. 11
really?
Years.
It's been that long?
63 years old. If he was still with us, he'd be 74 today.
Yeah, man. That's a big loss, man.
Rest in peace, Robin. Yeah, he was great, man.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was.
Good morning, Vietnam.
I've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
It was good.
Really?
It was good.
I've never seen it. I got to go back and watch it. Just a tribute to Robin Williams. I've seen most of his movies, but I've never seen that one.
I loved Patch Adams.
Patch Adams
that was a good one.
Good flick.
Patch Adams was really good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. I don't think he made a bad movie.
I mean, the original Jumanji.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you know what? Okay.
He did.
I never saw the original Jumanji either, but I've seen the remake 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that with Robin Williams, when he filmed the movie, there would be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet of film that we never got to see because every time he would do a take, it would just be something different. Like he would never follow the script.
Yeah, there's always
something different. Like every scene, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards of film reel that we never seen and probably will not see of him being Robin Williams.
Yep.
Yeah, he was awesome, man. He was one of those guys, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he hung out with like the Richard Pryor. Him and Richard Pryor did coke together.
It's good company.
Well, yeah. I mean, Bellucci, Richard Pryor.
Bill Cosby. He hung out with all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, yeah.
Cosby liked to party with people who were unaware.
Yeah, he did. He had his roofies.
If you listen to the right comedians, they would tell you back in those days, they knew Bill Cosby was about that bullshit. He was drugging women up back then, and they really didn't hang out with Bill Cosby.
Well, during the Cosby Show, he would have women coming to his dressing room. Yeah, really? and yeah, his trailer and stuff like that. And he would also do it there. Like they knew that he was doing this. He just got caught finally. What is it? 20 years after when he was a millionaire.
All of them comedians say they never really he hung with them, but they really didn't hang with he would go to his side of the club. And because they knew eventually he was gonna get caught because they all knew he was drugging women back in the day. But then his show, he wouldn't curse on stage. So what the fuck, dude?
He had a persona to hold up, like he was America's dad. If you guys remember, he was America's dad. So when he was performing, he performed. So outside, I don't know.
Hey man, you can't be that happy-go-lucky goody two-shoes all the time, right?
All the time. Got okay, Jello pudding pop with titty milk. I'm thinking.
Make it happen. Is it Jessica? Is it Emily? Whose titty milk we get?
I got a question for you, Dave. Were you when you turned 18 about going to college, were you crying watching Patch Adams? Did you cry during Patch Adams when you were 18 years old? Are you frozen?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost Dave. He's frozen. Great face. Look at that face he froze on. There he is.
Oh, damn. He's speaking up. That bitch was in the Matrix. He was in the Matrix.
Dude, you got to watch the playback on that. That was awesome. So the question was, did you cry when you went to college? Right before you left for college? Or did you or did you in college were you crying watching Patch Adams?
I did. I mean, I cried during Patch Adams. I mean, I cried when my dad left, when he left me up there, like to come back home. Yeah. So tell my family they're a bunch of cocksuckers.
Yeah. This is from Tim Callahan.
Yeah. As a Tim Callahan Jr. or senior?
I'm not sure. It just says Tim Callahan on here. Are you a senior or a junior? It says here, big ass 18-year-old Dave about to go to college, crying in his Adams.
That sound like senior.
Died blonde. You had blonde tips.
Blonde
tips.
Oh, I went full Slim Shady, man.
And a puka shell necklace.
He was a big ass Slim Shady.
Dude, I can't even imagine this dude with hair. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but blonde tips. You got to find a picture. We got to see these blonde tips.
Yeah, I can't even imagine you.
How do you block people? Good.
It's got to be Junior because he said that my dad can't use the internet. While he's looking for that picture, Keith, safest city in Florida. What is the safest city in Florida, man? I gotta assume that it's got to be Key West or something.
Man,
then what makes it the safest city in?
So piggyback off the poll we had last week about the best city to live in Florida. The same people did they put some bunch of shit together and came up with the safest cities in Florida. And how they came out with it was factors against terrorist attacks, mass shootings, natural disasters, and financial hardship.
Okay.
All right. Y'all remember what was the safest city? I mean, the best city to live in last week?
It was Daytona or something like that.
Pembroke Pines.
Pembroke,
that's what I said. Yeah, that's right. I lived there. I should know that.
It wasn't Daytona. I can tell you that.
I'm just here to say again, 2 weeks in a row, there's not a fucking city in Volusia County on the list. But Pembroke Pines came in number 4 on this list. What do you got? I give you guys all day. Y'all never get number 1 city.
For the safest city?
For the safest city. With all of those factors I just said.
It's got to be like some small town like Opahonka or some crap like that.
It's a small town that everyone, especially you and I, Jay, we drive through this bitch every time we go to Miami.
Oh, so it's got to be.
You can't go to Miami from Orlando without driving through the city.
It's
Houston.
Close.
Oh, okay.
Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie. Wow. Yeah. So I lived in Port St. Lucie for a small part of my life.
Really? It's really
I did.
Cheap. It's really cheap and nothing there.
So what makes it so safe? Port St. Lucie.
It don't say, but it has a score of 65.20. In the national, it's number 32 in the country. It's the safest city to live in. But I guess because nobody's there, so they're not worried about. Nobody fucking lived there, so I guess they're not worried about mass shooters and terrorist attacks. Nobody, a terrorist is not going to attack Port St. Lucie.
Who wants to live in Port St. Lucie? There's nothing there.
Nobody. And
that's why it's the safest city.
That's why I want to live there.
And nobody who lives in Port St. Lucie works in Port St. Lucie. Everybody either live in Orlando or Miami.
Yeah. So that's a long ride for them.
It is. But I don't agree with the number 2. Number 2 is fucking Hialeah.
Hialeah.
That's weird. I was going to guess that instead of Clewiston. I was going to go Hialeah.
Opelika, Hialeah is the place to be if you want to get robbed by a refugee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn, what make Hialeah number 2?
Remember those songs, Keith? Opelika, Hialeah is the place to be if you want to find a cheap TV.
Well, that's because you go to the T-Mache, the swap meet. But I will only go to Hialeah right now. I drive through it if I have to. I stay the fuck. Growing up, you stay the fuck out of Hialeah because the Cubans never slept. It could be 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and the streets was packed. They didn't know how to drive.
They're the ones going with their pots and pans when the Marlins win the World Series down 49th Street or 8th Street, Cayocho.
Man, so our great city of Orlando. We all
what
Orlando.
Does that fall on?
None of us live in Orlando, but we all Orlando adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think Orlando they only have 11 cities up here for Florida. Where do you think out of 1 through 11, what do you think Orlando came in at? Damn.
11.
I would say they're either not on the list or they're dead fucking last at 11.
It's close. They're number 10.
Tell me Lakeland's number 11.
Wow. I'm surprised Lakeland's not probably by the safest city, probably 50. Everybody walking around with guns.
There's no Polk County city on this list either.
I would honestly say it's probably one of the safer ones with Grady Judd not fucking playing.
Grady Judd don't fuck off.
We ran out of bullets.
Orlando is number 10 and is 168th in the national rank.
There's a shootout in Orlando earlier just last week in a parking garage, and they were taking boxes of cannabis. They were stealing boxes of cannabis.
So it's still weed.
Yeah. So they were supposedly it was like I don't remember the actual pounds, but it was like 56 pounds of cannabis that they were stealing. And you see the shoot. I mean, it's videoed. These guys just doing this shootout in this parking garage, trying to get this cannabis. It's Orlando's getting wild, man.
Orlando is getting wild. It says the community we're ranked 168th in the nation as safest city, but 169 in the community. I mean, our community sucks.
When you have all those people moving from Miami and from all over to Orlando,
you put 18-year-old Dave Callahan there in college to guard Orlando.
There you go, look at Sexy, big Sexy.
I don't see the blonde tips.
I'm still going there.
You still don't have no hair.
That was a high and tight fade.
I'm looking forward to seeing those blonde tips there.
Look, there's there's a picture on here of me at Christmas time with the blonde. I don't think it's fully blonde. It's just the tips. And I'm holding like one of them 13-inch TVs with the built-in VCR that I fucking, God only knows the amount of porn and kids I
Is that
wasted.
the TV you watched Patch Adams on and cried?
Probably. There's a good goddamn chance.
And then he went and made a batch.
Oh,
all right, so Dave, while you're looking for that, we have a conspiracy happening. Yeah. Here's the audio. Here's the audio clip for it.
Happened, right? Last year they brought back the pitch black, and then we had like the biggest IT blackout of all time. And there was another one that was a tropical flavor last year, tropical swirl, and then we had all those crazy hurricanes.
Was there one with Code Red?
I can't remember if there was, but then they brought a Star Spangled Splash flavor for 4th of July last year, and then, no joke, that bridge collapsed. Guess what the name of the bridge was called? Francis Scott Key, the guy who wrote the Star Spangled Banner. Isn't that wild?
That's insane.
So they just released a new flavor. Purple Thunder is the new flavor.
Purple Thunder.
Oh, Purple. Oh man, I knew I was going to get that fast together.
Purple rain,
dude.
Dang it! I do have the Code Red conspiracy. Code Red was only a few months before 9/11 when it debuted.
No way.
That's insane.
Kind of crazy.
This is nuts.
That's wild, man.
Let's rewind real quick. Mountain Dew is owned by Pepsi, correct?
Yes.
And we do know that Pepsi worked with the CIA that one time to overthrow the Chilean government.
Yeah.
Does the CIA work with PepsiCo?
I mean, I think it's confirmed at this point. I don't think
You guys heard it here first.
Have you guys heard about
So apparently there's a conspiracy with Mountain Dew that every time they release a new flavor, seems like something bad happens. What do you think about that, Dave?
I mean, I just thought it was crazy. I had never heard of that until I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and started scrolling through shit. And it just kind of, I just thought it was interesting because we're always talking about the government, dumbing us down, the desensitizing us to shit. So I'm like,
right.
Well, I didn't even think about Pepsi and conspiracy theories. And God damn it, I love Pepsi more than I love Coke. I'm like, I don't want to hate Pepsi.
Damn, that was a long way to go on that conspiracy. That was a long way to go to talk about Mountain Dew. I was about 30 seconds in before I realized they were talking Mountain Dew.
Yeah, but I mean that is pretty interesting that they're saying that every time they release. So are they saying that Pepsi was working with the government, and every time something they release a new flavor, that something within the government happened, whether it be 9/11 or bridge collapse or something like that. That is kind of interesting. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you never know with this government. I mean, they're all into all kinds of things.
Is that the government's backhanded way of getting us to fund all this stuff?
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, the more and more we look into things, we're starting to see that there's a really, really good. Is it fact or still a conspiracy that the government had something to do with 9/11? I mean, a lot of evidence is showing that the government had something to do with that.
I'm not going to say the government had something to do with it, but I think they damn sure knew it was going to happen. They could have prevented it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean, we knew about Pearl Harbor before Pearl Harbor happened. We knew about 9/11 before 9/11 happened. I mean, so the question is Mountain Dew behind all these attacks?
What is the code? What's the connection to the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore?
They're saying that it was the new flavor of Mountain Dew was the Star Spangled Mountain Dew. The bridge it came out. He wrote the Star Spangled Banner.
He wrote it, which is also the name of the bridge.
Oh shit! I've seen that bridge.
Yeah, I've been on that bridge.
After it collapsed, I personally drove over there and I looked at it in Baltimore, and that shit, it gives you chills up your spine thinking about how many bridges you've driven over and not really paying attention to the boats going under it.
Yeah. Again, kind of goes back to the whole maintenance thing in the helicopters. Are these boats being operated by English as your second language?
Nobody on that bridge that was working on that bridge was like from here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a boat that crashed into that bridge, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you got no audio, Wally.
Yes.
Yeah. So So that's quite interesting. I mean, they're saying that Mountain Dew has something to do with all these conspiracies, right? Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew.
Like I said, in the part like where they're talking about Pepsi working with the CIA, I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
have we been unknowingly funding all these attacks?
Not me. I don't drink Pepsi.
All right, well then you're wrong. I mean, I'm cool with funding it.
Better.
As long as the product is Coke is not better. Shut the fuck up.
It is. Dennis Lopez says that Pepsi is better, hands down.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. See that? I can't get the glare off it. That's the Francis Scott
naked woman.
That's the Francis Scott Key Bridge that after it failed, I was there looking at it.
Oh, you took that picture?
Yeah.
Would you go inspect it yourself? Like, hey, I'm a
I went there with my
structural engineer
with my uniform on and everything. PPE up.
I got you. Appreciate you being safe.
That's quite interesting. I mean, you never know with the government nowadays. I mean, they're even saying that the government has something to do with JFK. You know, so you never know what there could be a method behind their madness on the reason why they do things.
Population control.
I'm telling you, bro. There's a lot.
But knocking down that bridge, there's only 8 people on there. Were they just taking people out, 8 people at a time?
If they have to, they were probably hoping there would be a couple hundred people on it. Who the fuck knows?
But it happened in the middle of the night.
That's probably so they got the time. You say somebody typo. It was supposed to be PM, not AM.
Yeah, it happened in the middle of the fucking night, so that's why there wasn't that many people on it.
So because the guy that did the typo has already been killed off screen. Nobody's like, "Are you fucking moron?"
Because that bridge connects to like a little town in Maryland outside of Baltimore, and them motherfuckers got to drive 20 miles around now, not because they can't go over that bridge.
And here I go with the Neapolitan ice cream. If you guys can see it.
Oh, there it is, right there. That's the foursome there.
2 in the pink, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Hey, Wally.
Yo.
I want to talk to you about Shador falls out of the draft.
Shador Sanders, yeah, man. The draft's coming up, man. The NFL draft's coming up pretty soon.
2 weeks.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, man. So Shador seems, I mean, at the end of the college season, he was supposed to be the second quarterback pick, which he probably still will be. Maybe. But where does he fall? Because they were talking second, third, maybe fourth pick going. Well, I think the Giants have the 4th pick. And now they're talking about him falling all the way out of the first round. So, where does he end up? Where does Deion Sanders' son end up in the draft? It's going to be pretty interesting coming up. There's a lot of people talking about, like I said,
I'm going for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yeah, you are a Milwaukee fan.
They got a good quarterback there already.
Yeah, they got.
Do they?
They got a great team. They're going to win the Super.
Yeah, Jordan.
They are going to be Super Bowl. They're going to be Super Bowl contenders this year.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in the Super Bowl next year. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. Right now, I think Pittsburgh. I mean, supposedly he was in Pittsburgh later this week, and did a couple of interviews. But I'm interested to see what happens in this draft and where people actually go. Last year, there was 6 quarterbacks taken in the first 12 picks of the draft. This year, Cam Ward seems like he's the overall number 1. Shador is supposed to be the number 2 quarterback. Are people not looking to grab a quarterback this year and look at other ways to strengthen their teams? And then if he falls to the second round, will he be there? And, they take him then. So it's going to be interesting to see. I love watching the draft. As crazy as that sounds, I do like watching, the NFL draft when it comes on. And they've made, over the last couple of years, they made it such a big,
big production, like making a
production
live
show. And I mean, it's like 4 days long, and they got concerts going on, and different things, and it's like a big festival going on
in Green Bay this year.
First of all, I don't think Shador going second round, because if he goes second round, that's a fucking steal for somebody. He's going first round. I really think, again, we talked about this last week. I think his draft stock is decreasing because of his father. And I think nobody really want the burden of I'm trying to coach him and appeal and please his dad at the same time. I really think he's going to the Raiders, personally. I think he's going Raiders first round.
No, he's not going to Raiders. The Boise running back, Boise State running back's going there.
Gentry.
Gentry, yeah. He's going to the Raiders. I'm pretty sure.
I'm feeling Cleveland for some reason. I've got
at third, at the number 3 pick.
I don't know. I just Cleveland. They just re-signed Joe Flacco.
I don't think his dad will let him go to Cleveland. He'll pull an Eli Manning.
It could be.
Well, Watson just came out and said he's going to be, I'm going to be the best that I've been, and I'm coming back to being, the player I was. And we're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
And that'd be a nice look though, because Flacco could damn sure get him right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, Cleveland's got 2. I think Cleveland has the number 2 pick, so they actually might take Travis Hunter. Cleveland's going to take Travis Hunter.
Shit, Dion might not let Travis Hunter go to Cleveland.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna be able to stop that. But who knows? I mean, the draft this year isn't really set like it usually is. Usually, where the quarterbacks are going. What teams are what they're going to take, where they're picking. I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the draft. I enjoy watching it. As a kid playing football in high school, man, I just kind of always, wonder what that would be like to, play high school football, go to college, and then be drafted by an NFL team and play in the NFL. Man, that's got to be the greatest film in the world.
Do you guys like the new format? Where it's not new now; they've been doing it for a few years now, like 10 years probably. I'm a fan of the NFL draft on Saturday and Sunday. I love that shit. You didn't move. We used to plan cookouts and shit. We would grill and have food for fucking days, for all day Saturday. And now I'm sleep. I have to fight sleep for the first round now because I have to be to work.
It's on a Thursday night, starts at 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Well, it's all about ratings, primetime ratings. I that's the thing that sucks. For whatever reason, primetime ratings is the biggest, draw, I guess, and where they make the most money for commercials and things like that. But it does suck because I do think that, the college national championship game is on what, Monday?
Monday night. That's dumb.
Aggravating.
Why?
It should be on Saturday.
Why? Exactly. It should be on a fucking Saturday. If they did that, if they moved the college national championship game to a Saturday, it'd be bigger than a fucking Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl need to be on Saturday.
Well, I agree with that too. But if they don't want to move it off Sunday, the college national championship game needs to be on a fucking Saturday. And if they did that, and the reason why I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL said, no, you need to move that shit to Monday, because we don't want you to have a full day where people can go out and barbecue and grill, tailgate, have a good time, watch the fucking game, and able to fucking recoup on a Sunday.
You can't even watch the game because you're managing the flame.
Well,
you're outside. You're outside. So you missed the whole damn thing.
I usually have it done. I know what.
He's out there working his meat.
I am working my meat, but I'm usually done in enough time to watch the game. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL has something to say with that. Because why wouldn't every big games that come on college that we watch is on Saturdays, and then all of a sudden the national championships on Monday? Why?
Majority of all college games are on Sunday. On Saturday. Majority of the college games on Saturdays. So what the fuck? Why change it to a Monday?
I can tell you this: a business decision was made on a golf course about that.
Yes.
Probably, and and the NFL was behind that. Yep. But if college, especially with the playoffs now, because I really think this is going to grow, and I think the NFL might be a little nervous about this, because this is going to be with college football. It's going to grow into, maybe it could take over the NFL as far as popularity and watching it, because of just the amount of people that go to colleges. They represent their colleges. They're into, not, a lot of people that go to, on Saturdays go to a college, football games aren't real big football fans, but they represent their college, so they go to them, right?
Yep.
Or at least they're interested in it, right? And I think eventually that could get bigger, and that's why the championship game is on a Monday. Because, man, think about it, man. If you had all day Saturday, you're working your meat, you get your meat cooked, you're able to hang out with some people, throw a party, watch the game at 8 o'clock at night, and you have all your friends over, and then Sunday you're able to actually recruit and then go to work on Monday, man. That's the perfect scenario. That's what we're all asking for.
Instead, we go to work on Mondays looking like this.
Look at
Slim Tips. Look at
Look
that.
at Slim Shady. Drunk and high at the same damn time.
Yeah, look, you look pretty drunk in that picture. You look pretty drunk in that picture.
I can't see.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Wow, the 13-inch combo.
Yes, sir.
Well,
thanks, cousin Tim.
Speaking of college football, man, did y'all see that the quarterback for Tennessee? He's walked out of practice because he wants to renegotiate his NIL deal.
What's that Bugatti?
He's making $2 million now. He's looking for a deal for $4 million, man. What the hell is going on with that shit?
And that Lamborghini.
They got to fix that shit, man. That's.
I mean, he's looking at what other people. What's the dude named Carson Beck that Hurricanes just took from Florida? He got like $4 or $5 million.
Yeah, he got four.
Yeah, all top quarterbacks and getting about $4 million. So yeah, he just want to get what everybody else getting.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that's going on bad in college. The thing that we loved about watching college sports, I'm not a big NFL fan. Like, I'll watch the games because I love football, but I'm more of a fantasy, football, person that watches the games because I want to see what my players are doing. I don't have an actual team that I follow in the NFL. But in college, man, I'm a Florida State fan, and the passion, it's
gone.
You watched, you was whatever college you supported, there was tradition, there was, things that you grew up watching with that college team and you were inspired to follow that team, and watching those kids play. They didn't play for money. They played because they were trying to go someplace to make money.
They get the money.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of passion. There was a lot of tradition and things where, that's why college sports was so great, and they're actually taking that away now. And I'm worried about that as far as, the college game going on.
It is officially turned into a big money business.
And big money and free agency. I mean, you're a free agent every fucking year now in college.
Oh yeah. Well, look at the NCAA basketball tournament. The portal window was open during the damn tournament. How do you have a tournament going on and the portal's open where people can transfer in the middle of the goddamn tournament? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. None of this makes any sense, man. Like they got to get somebody in control. I'm gonna say it. Nick Saban needs to be the head of this shit. Wrap his arms around it and fix this shit, because it's going to destroy the game, and that's going to suck. Because, man, I do enjoy going to a college football game. I love going to Tallahassee, tailgating, and even going down to Miami, man. I've been down 4 or 5 times, man, down to Miami when Florida State's playing Miami, and hung out.
I still talk about them pictures you sent me last time you went to Miami for it, and you grilled some oxtails.
Oxtails, dog.
Dog, he worked that meat.
Oh yeah, I was working. Dog, I worked my meat. But the relationships and the friends and the people that you talk to down in there, and yeah, we're rivals, but you know what I'm saying. It's just fun to be around and talk football and just cook some meat and just hang out and tailgate and have a good time, man. And I hope college sports don't lose that, man, because that really is, to me, my favorite time, man. I love it. I love it.
You know what college football needs back is one. I mean, I like Florida State, obviously not my number one team. You see behind me my team I root for. But I remember being in my early 20s, and that cameraman, thank God for him being a pervert, kept going to that Jen Sturger chick at the FSU games in the front row, and he kept going back to her. She was leaning over, just making breast milk ice cream. Dude, she was doing it before it was cool. I was fucking whipping up a batter or ranch. So,
damn.
Let me bake some buttermilk.
People in my living room were like, Dave, stop doing that. We're right here. I'm like, I can't. This is what he wants.
But yeah, I mean, I hope this NIL stuff, man. I'm glad that, you know, the players are making money. I mean, because you heard stories back in the day where they didn't even have enough money to go to a goddamn movie theater to watch a movie, or, you know,
that's the way college should be.
To a certain degree, man. But when you look at the amount of money that the college is actually making off of sport, they've got to trickle that down into the players, because the players is what's making them.
I'm glad they're making money because
oh shit, they're going to make
Did you freeze again?
Yeah.
Nope, lost you. Lost you. The Matrix. He's back in the Matrix.
He's back in the Matrix. No, you was going fast.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I guess something's going on with my Wi-Fi today.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, look at Wall Raven.
Are we talking? Oh. Yeah. No, I mean, they need to figure that shit out, because it's ruining what we grew up watching and why we are so passionate about our teams. They got to figure that shit out. They really do. And I hope it doesn't get to a point where it ruins the game, man, because I mean, I truly I think college football is probably the best sport over NFL, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah, they got to put some parameters on that shit, man. They really have to put some parameters on it, because it's out of control. Because at the end of the day, they're still students.
Yeah, I mean, in the passion, the tradition, the things that, I mean, I love Florida State because of Bobby Bowden. You know what I'm saying? And what he represented and what that school represents. I love that. You know, that was why I followed them. You know what I'm saying? And when you take that away, when it all becomes about money, and that's all it's about, then what's the hell point? What's the point of going to the games anymore?
Question before we get into our game. I know we got to get that.
Yeah, we're pushing up against the clock, and I know Dave has to do a hard stop at noon.
Right,
wrestling.
Real quick.
Football.
Are they still considered amateurs now that they're getting paid? I'm asking. Because remember before they was considered amateurs, so that's why they didn't get paid. But are they still considered amateurs now that they're getting $4 million a year?
I would say no. I mean, it's basically a professional.
They're professionals
sport.
now. Now they're professionals.
I mean, you're getting paid millions of dollars. I mean, look, Brock Purdy, who's trying to negotiate his contract with the 49ers right now, made what, $800,000 last year, and then you got a guy in Tennessee, Volunteers, quarterback, making $2 million and bitching about that.
Right.
Like, yeah. So yeah, they're fucking professionals at this point, man. And so it is taken away from what we traditionally thought was college sports, man. It's killing. I mean, damn, Archie Manning's made $4 million the last 3 years, and hasn't even he played like 5 games last year?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous as far as the money's going, man. They got to figure that out. They got to set parameters. They gotta say, okay, quarterback's going to make this amount, running back's going to make this amount, wide receiver, whatever, and then their NIL deals, as far as advertising and things that they can produce on their own. Okay, that's a different thing, but they got to figure this out, man. They because it's going to destroy the game, and then at the end of the day, then we're not even going to have fucking college, football on Saturdays, which would suck.
Tenfold.
Yes, sir. All right, boys, we're pushing up against the clock here. We have about 10, 12 minutes left of our show. And you know what it's time for, boys?
World famous.
It's time for Dave's World Famous Game Show. We're going to end our show, as always, with Dave's game. What you got, Dave, for us?
All right, so I know we mentioned a few companies like Pepsi, the helicopter guy, the Siemens. All right, so
I can give you some semen.
No, I like it. Put it in my
Making some
ranch.
mayonnaise over there. Making some mayonnaise.
Sour cream. Saltiest ever.
Jesus Christ. So this is, can you name the rest of these advertising slogans? So I'm going to give you part of it.
Let's go. I love that.
Okay.
I figure I'm trying to get another, because last week I had a couple people tell me, finally a competitive one, because it was like a 2-point game all the way through.
I've been a fat kid my whole life. Let's go.
All right. Well, it's not all food. All right. So y'all ready?
Let's do it.
You're just going to blurt them out?
Yep.
All right. What can Brown
do for you?
Keith, UPS.
Hey, I'm working my meat. I'm not watching commercials. So I don't know.
Once you pop,
you can't stop. Oh.
It's a Pringles, but I don't know it. But I don't know it.
I think I heard JG first.
I don't think I said it. I don't think what I said was right, actually. So.
Okay. Melts in your mouth.
Not in your hands.
Keith.
Oh.
Keith started first.
That's what I tell it. That's what I tell it to.
Yeah.
Is that what you tell the ladies, Keith?
Oh my God, that's been a winner a few times.
Made from the best. It's a drink.
Mountains. I don't know.
Made from the best stuff on earth. Snapple.
Oh fuck that.
Snapple.
Yeah.
Who cares about Snapple?
All the news that's.
Huh?
All the news that's.
Matters.
Nope.
Number 1.
Fit to print. New York Times.
Oh, I ain't rich enough to read that.
Me neither. Look, Ma.
I made it.
No
Look,
cavities.
Ma.
No cavities.
What is it?
Crest. No cavities.
Oh, that's back in the 80s. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're going way back.
Yeah, that was back in the 80s. I remember that.
I gotta start thinking about that. You're doing so. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I say it doesn't give me a year or when it came out. But, plop, fizz.
Oh,
what a relief it is.
Go ahead.
Wally on the board. Alka-Seltzer.
We need that. He needs that bitch this morning. That's the best hangover medicine ever.
You are now free to move.
Freely.
To the front of the line. I have no idea.
About the country, Southwest Airlines.
Damn it. I just looked it up.
Stop looking shit up. When you're here.
You're not there.
This is a restaurant. When you're here. Italian.
Oh, Olive Garden.
Yeah, what's the slogan?
Yeah.
I don't remember the damn slogan. I just know that's Olive Garden.
Your family.
Your family. That's right. All right.
What happens here
stays here.
Las Vegas.
Keith, Vegas.
What was the score?
Keith in the lead with 3. JG and Wally tied at 1. Anybody's game.
Awesome, Wally.
I try.
Well, at least he got 1. I mean, the last couple of games he just hit 0.
No, last week it was super competitive.
Last week I came and beat your ass. Fuck you. I
didn't
came
beat
from
me.
behind.
You beat me.
Yes, I did.
I don't recall. I don't remember you beating me at all.
I've got the score right here. I've got the score right here. Wally did beat you, Jay.
Thank you.
He worked that meat, Jay.
I don't like these games.
The best a man
can get.
Wally.
What is that?
Gillette. Razors.
Okay.
Gather round.
I'm the new fool in town, and my style ain't
Now lay down by the
underground.
underground. I drink about a Hennessy you got in yourself.
So let me introduce myself.
My name is Humpty.
I like the Humpty.
Gather round the good stuff, Pizza Hut. Nothing
All right.
says loving like something
From the oven.
In the oven.
Keith from the oven.
Tell you, I'm a fat guy all
Pillsbury.
my life.
Anything less would
Be Miss. I know this one too. Would be like anything less would be not ugly. Anything less would be misunderstood or something.
Uncivilized.
Uncivilized. That is it.
AG. That's right guard.
You look
He
that
looked
shit
that
up.
up.
You
I
look
know.
that shit up.
I know. That's why I didn't give him the point.
I got the point. No, that's not fair.
You're fucking looking this shit up.
Google it.
Cheating.
Cheating cocksucker.
Yeah, exactly, you fucker.
God. Be all.
All right.
You can be Army.
Indeed.
Yeah, good one.
The happiest place
On Earth.
On Earth.
On Earth.
Ooh, Keith. Disneyland. There are some things money can't buy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Something
Sound like an American Express slogan, but
You're flirting with it.
For everything else. That's what it says here.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it says here. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
like. For everything else, there's
Priceless.
MasterCard.
a
It
MasterCard.
says here there's some things money can't buy for everything else.
Yeah.
There's
There's
MasterCard.
MasterCard. I
Yeah.
should have read the whole sentence.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you should have. You read it. It was right in front of you.
If
You
I'm
fucking look it
cheating,
up.
if I'm cheating, I
Yeah.
might as well read the whole damn thing.
Do it right.
Kid tested.
Parents
Mothers
approved.
approve.
What'd you say, Wally?
Mothers approved.
Wally gets the point. That's kicks.
Because I said
What is
parents.
that? Oh, Kicks. Okay. I thought that was Toys R Us Kids.
Oh, I didn't look that up either, fuckface.
The best part of waking up.
It's Folgers
Folgers.
in my cup.
House.
I said it. I said
No,
it.
you did not.
You
Keith
did not.
Folgers. I said
got it.
Folgers.
It doesn't matter. You gotta
See,
see
it's
the
a
quote.
slogan.
God,
You know how to play the fucking game, you fuckface?
Jesus Christ. God damn. I swear to God, I'm gonna put somebody on here with Down syndrome.
You talk about Wally. You talk about me fucking up the game. You're the host of the goddamn show. You
Jesus.
fucker.
Don't leave home.
Without it.
Without it.
Woo, Wally.
Discover. Fuck you.
American Express, but that's okay.
Okay. American Express, Discover,
Close
same thing.
enough.
It's credit card.
So easy.
Anyone can do it.
So easy.
You said
Anyone can do it.
I
that's
heard
not
what
the
you
answer.
said. I heard what you said.
Guess that's not the fucking answers.
So
A kid
easy.
can do it.
Oh, there you. It's so easy. Oh, no, I have no
I don't
idea.
have no idea.
Wally can do it. So easy. Wally can do
A
it.
caveman could do it. Geico.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That would be me, caveman.
I know, because you're still outside working your meat.
Not going. Candy bar. Not going.
Snickers.
Not going
That's a candy bar. Anywhere for a while. Not going anywhere for a while.
Almond Joy?
No, it's Snickers.
No, it's Snickers. Oh.
Obey.
Your thirst.
Your thirst, Sprite. We bring good things
To life.
to life. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Keith is leading with 8. Wally in second with 6. JG with 1.
Goddamn, Jay, you have no chance of winning.
Listen, I can get the next 6 right. I'm ready. Let me get my type.
Yeah, get your Google.
All right, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go.
Get your Google going.
Have you had
Any lately yesterday?
Have you had?
I did. Not this. I don't think that's what we're talking about.
It's a Have you had at McDonald's? Is the company?
McFlurry.
That must be when they first fucking opened.
Yep. Have you had?
I don't eat McDonald's.
Have you had your break today?
Okay.
Oh, they're coffee, I think,
It's everywhere.
but not here.
That it's everywhere that visas accepted or some shit like that.
It's Visa, but that was close, but it's not it. It's everywhere. 3, 2, 1. You want to be.
Okay.
Damn it.
I knew it was a Visa. I just can't remember the rest.
Strong enough for a man,
but
made for a woman. Ah.
That was Wally. Wally pull it.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Wally to make it more competitive. Let's go.
All right. So we got 3 left. Wally, you need all 3 to tie.
Okay.
What do I need to win?
A fucking hope and a prayer next week.
Jesus.
Can you let me know the game ahead of time next time?
Yes.
You need Mountain Dew to kill us all off.
Double your pleasure.
Double your fun.
Woo!
Let's double man.
Yep. Where do you I think this is an old, like, 90s one.
Where do you... Oh, I know this one. Where do you...
Call from?
No. It's a crazy slogan. Where do you... I forgot. Go ahead.
It's where do you want to go today? It's Microsoft.
Okay.
You know what? I was actually going to say that.
Because you looked it up.
Joke. No. I was going to say that as a joke. And then you said it, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, damn it. That was it.
Great taste.
Less filling.
Not filling.
Less filling. Wally.
Oh, fuck.
Gentlemen, that was the last one. Our winner today with the
Keith.
Wally, you brought it back though.
That's what I do. I come back. I come back. One. As long as I beat Fuckface Jay, I'm good.
Yep.
Fuckface Jay. I appreciate that.
So Keith by 1, Wally with 7. Yeah, Keith with 8, Wally with 7, Jay with 1.
I think I did great in today's game.
You cheated and fucking sucked.
I cheated. I still lost. All right, boys. This is the Florida Trash Talkers. Another show in the can, boys. This is episode number 11. We've done 11 of these damn things. That's right. Great show, boys. I enjoyed it the hell out of it. We are the Florida Trash Talkers. We're going to do some last words here. Let's go with, at random, let's go with Wally. Any last words to end the show?
Nah, man, a great show. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Like, subscribe. Looking forward to watching the Masters today. Let's DeChambeau. Let's even though he does play for the other fucking PGA Tour or whatever it is, but hopefully he wins. You know, he's USA. But Rory McIlroy, I'm looking forward to see what he does, and I got a feeling he's going to choke. I think DeChambeau is going to beat him, even though he's behind by 2 strokes. But hey, it's a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. The weather is great. If you're not watching, sports, get outside, man, and enjoy the weather, man. It's
cook your meat out there.
And cook your meat. And
I'm going to be working my meat. Yes, I will be.
Dave, any last words?
No, hell of a show, guys. Shout out to Damian, Dennis, and Tim for listening and commenting and following along. Appreciate that. From my cousin.
No Grayson. Haven't heard from Grayson.
Fuck him. Shout out to my cousin Tim, and I'll give him
shout out to those highlights that you used to have.
I mean, the Slim Shady, right? So go Birds.
Keith, what you got for us?
Oh man, great show today, fellas. Great everything. Like and subscribe. If you happen to hear our show, tell a friend. Tell at least 3 friends. Get them to like and subscribe also.
And have them tell 3 or 4 friends.
That's right.
That's right. I'm Jay, and hey, great show. I think we're getting better every week. Good topics, and like everybody said, follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe, and watch all of our shows. Tell all your friends, and I'll tell you what. Next week, I'm coming back with the win on the game.
May the force be with you.
All right, boys. Hey, let's get the hell out of here, man. I got some pork on the smoker. I'm gonna go sit down and watch a movie.
You ain't gotta do nothing because the damn thing's fucking automated.
I'm gonna go watch a movie.
I go wrap my ribs real quick and then take my son to Little League football signups.
Hell yeah! All right, boys. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Next week. Peace out.
See you guys.
All right, fellas.
That.